Rain Rose presents Graffiti Love. Dive into the captivating diaries of relationships where truth and fiction intertwine, unraveling vivid and unfiltered micro-tales of love. Each stroke tells a story, and every page opens your heart to a kind of love that exists from the colorful depths of the soul. Explore a love that knows no boundaries. Welcome to Graffiti Love Diaries, where every stroke of emotion is a masterpiece.
The way her words danced on my skin, I couldn't resist turning them into songs. Late at night, when the world was asleep, I'd retreat to my private space, my guitar in hand. With every strum of the strings, I'd transform her verses into lyrics, each note a testament to the fervor she stirred within me. As the melodies took shape, I found myself singing her words, our secret language of love. Each song became a chapter in the story of us, a musical diary of our deepest desires and wildest dreams. If there was any hope of redemption, I needed to change. Not for her, but for myself. I needed to confront my demons, my ego, and my insecurities head on. It was time to become the partner she deserved, even if she was now dancing with another man. I continued to reach for her soul. The weeks turned into years, and with each passing day, my transformation took deeper root. I immersed myself in therapy, peeling back layers of my ego, and embraced vulnerability. Solitude was my companion, a stark reminder of her absence, urging me to evolve. Ten years passed. Christmas in Brooklyn draped the city in a festive yet melancholic cloak. In a dimly lit cafe, cradling a cup of hot chocolate, I spotted her, Jennifer. Her laughter, a melody I yearned for, echoed across the room. My heart ached at the sight of her with someone else, but I steadied my resolve. Approaching them, I saw her smile falter. "Jennifer," I began, my voice a blend of hope and remorse. "Tess," she replied, a cautious warmth in her tone. "You seem happy," I said genuinely. "I am," she admitted softly. "I've been working on myself," I continued. "Therapy, self-reflection. I'm striving to be better for my sake." Her companion shifted, sensing the weight of our history. Jennifer's eyes held mine, a storm of emotions passing through. "Change is hard," she said quietly. "I don't expect you to trust me. Just know, I've been committed to a new path with the help of my therapist and God." She nodded, tears brimming. "I've forgiven you, Tess. But trust is earned. That takes time." "I understand," I replied. "Anyway, it was nice seeing you. Take care of yourself." Our conversation was cut short, but the seed of reconciliation was planted. And then a message from her shattered the silence of my anticipation. We agreed to meet at my apartment, a place once shadowed by loneliness, now touched by a glimmer of hope. Her arrival was charged with nervous energy. She looked around, taking in the changes I had made to the place. "It looks different," she remarked. "I wanted to create a more positive and creative space," I explained. We sat down, and the conversation flowed more naturally than it had in the cafe. Jennifer opened up about her life, her experiences, and the journey she had been on since we parted ways. I shared my own struggles and efforts to become a better version of myself, and then we navigated through our shared past and individual journeys. The air between us was thick with unsaid words until she whispered,
"Touch me."
I exhaled, a deep sense of gratitude washing over me. She had opened her heart to me once more. The years apart had felt like an eternity, each day stretching endlessly without her. I had yearned for her touch, her scent, her taste, those intimate echoes of our shared past. Now as I stood before her, it was as if time had collapsed, bringing with it the overwhelming relief of reconnection and the resurgence of long-suppressed desires. With a quiver in my voice and the sting of tears at the corners of my eyes, the words tumbled out. Jennifer, I want you to understand that I'm here for you, always. I'm committed to pouring my heart into you, to truly cherishing and appreciating you as you deserve. And I swear, Jennifer, I swear I will never make you cry. She gazed at me with tenderness, a lone tear tracing a path down her cheek. You're making me cry, she said. Gently, I pulled her onto the rug in front of the crackling fireplace and softly kissed her lips. She wrapped her hands around my ears and pulled me in closer. I kissed her more passionately, pouring all the longing that had built up over those months into that moment. My baby was there with me once again, giving me another chance at love, trust, and loyalty. It seemed too good to be true. Tess, she breathed, breaking away from our kiss. I cried for you every day, month, and year that we were apart. You're the love of my life. No one else could measure up to you. When I saw you that day at the coffee shop, the whole world stopped, and I knew then it was you. It was always you. She tugged at my jeans with a sense of desperation. I watched her as she lowered her joggers, and I pulled them off over her feet. We embraced passionately, our bodies moving together with intense desire. My hands traced sensually over all her soft, warm curves. Then I found her sacred place and caressed her there until her juices were unleashed. She cried out for what she wanted, and I delivered, moving down her body so that I could taste the other part of her I had been jonesing for. As my tongue flickered over her flower, her body coiled and released in ecstasy. Then I entered her with all of me, and she screamed out my name. Being inside her body felt like a piece of whatever I hoped heaven would feel like. I pressed her delicate inner thighs apart and moved rhythmically inside of her to our silent love song. Our union was breathtaking, unforgettable, and necessary. We were two spiritual beings made solely for each other. My heart soared. Until a gentle rapping at the door yanked me from the clutches of sleep. Outside, the world was a canvas of winter's artistry. Fluffy snowflakes danced gracefully upon the windowsill, while city lights twinkled like distant stars against the snowy urban landscape. It was late, the hour when reality and dreams blur their boundaries. In that suspended moment, a stark realization washed over me. It had all been a dream. The reconciliation with Jennifer, our heartfelt meeting at the cafe, the fervent embrace of lost love, none of it had transpired. She wasn't coming. I cradled my face in my hands as if to squeeze the fantasy from my mind. The remnants of that dream clung to me, a tapestry of longing and imaginary whispers. With a heavy heart, I dragged myself towards the door, each step a reluctant concession to reality. A part of me wished childishly that the unseen visitor would get tired of waiting and disappear into the night. I yanked the door open and my words escaped me. Tess, she stood there, real and tangible. Overwhelmed, I embraced her. Jennifer, I whispered, tears of relief and joy mingling with the bittersweet taste of longing fulfilled. She broke away. You look the same, she said. You've aged like fine wine, I replied. I thought you'd moved on and forgotten about me, she breathed. It's been 10 years, Tess. And in those 10 years, I've lived solely to find you again. To apologize and ask you if we could try again, I confessed. Marry me, Jennifer, I blurted. I never want to lose you again. Be my wife. Let me be your everything. She answered me and said,
Anytime, any place, capture me in your embrace. Here and now, never cease. Marry me, Tess. I'll be your peace.